Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter of mathematics, that is operations on rational numbers. Now see student, in previous standard we have already learned that the counting numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and above all are called natural numbers. We know that natural numbers 0 and the opposite numbers of natural numbers together form the group of integers. Means from 1 to the infinity, all numbers are called natural numbers, and the group of all natural numbers 0 and the opposite numbers means the negative numbers all are all called as the integers. We are also familiar with the fractions like 7 upon 11, 2 upon 5, 1 upon 7, like this. Now, is there then a group that includes both integers and fractions? Yes, it is there. Now, we also know that all integers can be written in the form of m upon n, means in the fraction form. If m is any integer and n is any non-zero integer, then the number m upon n is called a rational number. One more time I am repeating, that is, we also know that all integers can be written in the form of m upon n or p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0 and q is not equals to 0. Then p upon q is called a rational number. P upon q is called as a rational numbers. Now see, in this group of rational numbers includes all types of numbers mentioned here in this slide. See, rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, natural numbers. All numbers, integers, whole numbers, natural numbers are all are come under the rational numbers. All are come under the rational numbers. Now students, like in last year we have done all the operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on the integers. Same type this year also we are going to learn about the operations on rational numbers one by one. Now first of all we are going to learn about the addition of rational numbers. First of all we are going to learn about the addition of rational numbers. Suppose we'll take one example. We'll take one example, that is 5 upon 7 plus 9 upon 11. Now we have already learnt about the addition of fractions. Same type this also we need to do. What we need to do? We need to first of all make the denominators same. Make the denominators same. Now you already know about it, that is 5 and 9 are the numerator of the fraction and 7 and 11 are the denominator. So what we need to do? We need to make the denominators same. For that what we need to do? We need to make the cross multiplication, means 5 multiplied by 11 upon 7 multiplied by 11. Okay, this 11 we need to multiply 5 and 7 both, plus same type 9 multiplied by 7 and 11 multiplied by 7. Okay, what it will come? That is 55 upon 77 plus 60. 9 sevens are 63. 63 upon 77. Okay, what it will come? That is 55 plus 63 upon 77. One time only we need to write. That is 118 upon 77. Now see students, this is about the only simple fraction. Now there is also mixed fraction will come, that is 1 upon 7 plus 3, 8 upon 14. Now we're going to learn about it also. Now see, second example we'll take, that is suppose 2 1 upon 7 plus 3 8 upon 14. Now we know that student, how we going to convert this mixed fraction into simple fraction, that is 7 multiplied by 2 plus 1, that is 15 upon 7. Last year we have already learnt about it. 14 3s are 14 3s are 42 plus 8, that is 50 upon 14. Okay, again now simple it comes. Now we need to do what we need to do. We need to make the denominator same. Now see students, here 14 is given. In case of 7's table, 7 2s are 14, so no need of multiplying any denominator to any number to the 50 upon 14. We'll keep it as it is. Only we need to multiply the first fraction by 2, so that we'll get the 14 at the denominator, that is 15 upon 14. Sorry, here plus. Okay, now what it will come? It will come, that is 15 multiplied by 2, that is 30 upon 14 plus 50 upon 40. Now it is very easy to add it, that is 30 plus 50 upon 14. Same thing, 80 upon 14. I hope you understood it. If you want to convert it, if you want to make it again small, you can do it. 2 40s are 80 and 2 7s are 40. Okay, this is your answer. In this way you can do it. I hope you understood the addition of rational numbers. Now our next topic is that the subtraction of rational numbers. The same way we need to do it, that is, see, same way you need to do it. Suppose we'll take the first example, that is 1 upon 7 minus 3 upon 4. Now here also what we need to do, we need to make the denominator same, that is we need to take the cross multiplication. 1 upon 4 divided by 7 upon 4 minus 3 multiplied by 7 upon 4 multiplied by 7. Okay, now 4 plus 4 upon 28. 4 upon 28 minus 21 upon 28. Okay, what it will come, that is 4 minus 21 upon 28. What it will come, that is minus 17 upon 28. Why we have given minus sign to this 17? Because minus 21 is the bigger number and it has the minus sign. So we need to give minus sign to the 17. Okay, I hope you understood the subtraction of rational numbers also. Now next we are going to learn about the multiplication of rational numbers. That is, we'll take first example, multiplication of rational numbers. That is, first of all, suppose 3 upon 5 multiplied by 4 upon 5. Okay, you will confused. We'll take 4 upon 3. Okay, suppose this is the rational number. Okay, what we need to do? It is very simple one. Numerators will multiply to the numerators. Denominators will multiply to the denominators. No need of cross multiplication and nothing. 4 3s are 12 and 5 3s are 15. This is your answer. Understood? No need of cross multiplication. Directly you need to multiply the numerators by numerators, denominators by denominators. Okay. Now the next topic is that the division of the rational numbers. Now students, here you need to keep one thing in mind, that is, suppose whatever the example is given to us. Suppose the example is given like this. Suppose we'll take the example from the practice set. Okay. Suppose the example is like this: 40 divided by 12. Sorry, 40 upon 12, or divided by, so we can say 10 upon 4. Now here what you need to do? You need to multiply this 40 upon 12 by the multiplicative inverse of the 10 upon 4. What do you need to do? While we are taking the division of rational numbers, at that time what we need to do? We need to multiply the multiplicative inverse of the second fraction with the first fraction. What is the multiplicative inverse of the 10 upon 4? That is 4 upon 10. Multiplicative inverse means what? We need to take the denominator to the numerator and numerator to the denominator. Now what is here? It is a simple multiplication. You can do it. 40 multiplied by 4, 12 multiplied by 10. That is 40, 44s are 160 upon 120. If you want to convert it into simple form, you can convert it, no problem. Suppose 0, 0 will cut, 4 4s are 6 and 4 3s are 12. This is your answer. Do you get it? See, when we are conducting the division of rational numbers, what we need to do? We need to multiply the multiplicative inverse of the second fraction with the first fraction. Do you get it? Multiplicative inverse means what? Denominator will go to the numerator and numerator will come to the denominator. That is the multiplicative inverse of the fraction. This is the division of rational numbers. I hope you understood it. Now, this is the homework time. You need to complete the practice set 22 in your textbook. I hope it is very easy one. So you need to write down or solve all the 5 questions of practice set 22. That is additions, subtractions, multiplications and divisions of rational numbers. There are 4 numbers question is also there. Write the multiplicative inverse. Here what you need to do? You need to just exchange the numerators and denominators. Understood, students?